Hello everyone, this is my level and level design 1. Uh, this is the show what went wrong with it, what went right, anything that I need to do differently, if I have more time, if I can do it, go back and do it again. Um, First off, I want to go ahead and show that this is my shantytown with the farm vegetation and everything. If we go ahead and press this play cinematic, it will take us like a visual tour of the shantytown and give us a guide, give the player a guide on how to escape the shantytown. So let's go ahead and press play and watch that cinematic. As you can see, the camera's just going to different parts of the map, showing off all the repair parts, giving the player a good sense of where they need to go, which direction. And after they leave the shantytown, through a forest to a hang glider, gliding down to the valley. Alright, so once that's done, we can see that control has been given back to us and we can now move on our will. So, here's the first part. I got a repair part. Once picking up each part, it will give you this symbol to indicate the player has picked up the item and play a sound. You can't really hear it though. One thing I want to say is this shantytown. See how those three buildings, they're all the same color? I wish I had more time to make the buildings more unique from each other. Give them a different color, build them from the ground up, each of them, and yeah, start that way. That's what I would do if I had to have more time. Here's another part, repair part. I would have put a bigger garden in and expanded the garden if I had also had more time, but I felt like I should just leave that alone while I deal with the main issue at hand, which is this level. I had a hard time with the cinematics. So, as you can see, we're about to collect all these repair parts that you can use to repair the hang glider that you will see later on. Another thing I should have done differently if I could go back was change the lighting. I would definitely change the lighting to give the more feel to the level. Well, now we can escape the shantytown. This is another thing. I did not know how to take this off. As you can see, it is stuck on my screen, unlike you picked up a repair part. Uh, don't know how to really take care of that. But now the door is open. Let's go ahead and exit this town. And we can now see a forest along with some wind, some grass. Now we're out of the shantytown. We can now see that there is large mountains around the player. With those large mountains, I feel like they give the player a sense that they are kind of trapped in, given the path, leading down the only way possible. This is just similar to player leading, essentially. But there are wind tunnels that also make this part look cool. Some shadows in the forest, and as we come out, you can see more mountains across the way. There's a valley and a hang glider. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is the valley. If I knew that the shantytown was going to blow up, I would have gave it a better view. A better view. As you can see, once we land down there, there's pretty much no way we can see the smoke or anything back in the shantytown. So I wish I would have done that differently. But here's our hang glider. If we go up to a hang glider and press E, after all 5 parts are picked up, it'll go through and put us to the final cinematic, as we can watch here. This part is just like a roller coaster, kind of throws the player up and through the mountains. Good visual, over the river and land. There we go.